to $229. He was 55 and his wife was 52. And he said, Bob, he said, they wrote me a letter and said there was a small increase or nominal charge or nominal increase. And I said, whew. I said, $70 a month sounds like a pretty good size increase. And it is. It's a large increase. And so he was shopping and comparing. He, fortunately, was already one of our club members, and we had sold him some life insurance. So he thought of calling us first because we had saved him money on his life insurance coverages. So if you are not an insured of home shopping insurance and would like to save money, you too can do what thousands have done. Watch Insurance Open Line. We'll get you in touch with the agents. Come in the mart, drop your policies off, or come over to our central processing office, and we will show you how to save money. But more important than that, because saving money is, I mean, you'd say to yourself, what's more important than saving money? Especially if I'm a home shopping club member. There is something that's more important, and that is making sure you have the right coverage, because then you'll save money when you have the claim. Job one, most important thing I do is making sure the coverage is right so that when you have the claim, you get all the money you're entitled to. Now, if you're one of those people that say to yourself, well, I don't want to listen to the agent, and I'll take whatever I get, and I feel like I'm covered. Believe me, you want to make sure you have the right coverage, because if you have a claim, the companies are only going to pay you what it says in the policy. So if you decide you don't want more coverage, at least you intelligently were able to make that decision and had choices, okay? So that's important, saving money at the time of the claim, because if you have to reach in this pocket and you find out that you're $100,000 or $200,000 or $300,000 short, or $10,000 or $5,000 short, whatever it is, you're going to be upset, especially when you found out if you had shopped and compared, you probably could have saved enough money to buy that extra coverage at no additional cost to you. So that's basically what we do. We protect people against catastrophe losses. So what I want to talk about for a few minutes is life insurance, because I think life insurance is a good subject. Most people have life insurance. If you haven't, and if you'll just bear with me a moment and listen to these words, because it's very important, probably the most important thing I'll say all night. If you haven't had your life insurance reviewed in the last 3 years, you are living in the dark ages. If you haven't had your life insurance reviewed in the last 3 years, you are living in the dark ages in terms of rates and protection, because the life insurance industry has flopped 3 or 4 or 5 times. You can save so much money, and there are so many more creative, imaginative, profitable, that's right, there's profitable life insurance available, life insurance that can help you make money. And the term rates have gone down, the mortality rates have changed, coverage for non-smokers is lower, universal life policies with tax advantages for people who are over 50 or over 40 or over 30 or over 20 are available. We have one company who specializes in writing universal life insurance for people on a preferred tax basis that will pay 11.75% interest, and in most cases tax-free. So believe me, if you've got CD money that you're not getting 11.75 tax-free dollars on, or virtually tax-free dollars, depends on the situation, you ought to call Home Shopping Insurance, because it's very, very important, because we can save you money. Just to give you an example, and again, let me put the number on the screen. Over here at a distance, for those of you that wonder, can Bob see on the screen on the monitors? When I wear my glasses most of the time, yes, but it gives you a very bad glare if you're on TV, so I don't wear them. I saw myself on TV with glasses one time, and you lose sincerity, okay? The thing that I want to encourage everyone to do is to take a little time and just to show you how rates differ. I have 2 or 3 different, here, let me just show you. Just get on camera here. Here we go, 2 or 3 different rate booklets. And we'll just go down and we'll start off using me as an example, okay? In case anyone would like to just see how they vary in price. And this is a very competitive company. It's annual renewable term. This is protection only. Let's see, let's rate Bob Cox. Bob Cox is 35. I'm a non-smoker. And my rate would be, let's go right down here, non-smoker, 35, be $1.63 per thousand. Okay? Now we'll make it a $100,000 policy and make it easy. That's $163. Okay, let's go over this other policy, this other company. Age 35, non-smoker, and it's $1.38 in 1,000. So this policy on 100,000 would cost me, one company $163, another company $138. Now, as you get older and as you shop and compare on companies, they vary even more. Let's try one more company. Let's rate 3 companies right here. That way we've got a real good idea what the spread is. 35,000. Let's see, I mean 35, non-smoker. Let me get the non-smoker rates here. Okay. We're down to $1.66. Very similar. This one is. It's $166 for $100,000 worth of coverage for a non-smoker age 35. Now, if when you get older, the rates become more dramatic. Let's take a check and see here. Let's go. This is annual renewable term to 100. Okay, here we are. In this case, let's do 100,000, and let's do someone age 55. It's $11. Excuse me. It's $9.32 a thousand. $9.32 at age 55. Hold on just a second. We got somebody. Insurance open line.
Yeah.
Hello.
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 Hello. My name is Daryl Woodrow, and I'm interested in the insurance.
Okay. What do you want to talk about?
Well, I need to know what I can do and.
What type of insurance, Daryl?
Life.
Life insurance. How old are you, Daryl?
29.
29. You're younger than me, Daryl. That's.
Oh, what the hell?
Yeah, really.
Be?
Pardon me?
Somebody's got to be.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Let's just hold on a second here.
Okay.
You are age 29.
Yes, sir.
Are you a smoker or a non-smoker?
Non-smoker.
Non-smoker.
Uh-huh.
Okay. We got you at $1.13 a thousand with one company. How much were you considering buying?
100,000.
100,000. Well, this company would only be $113. Would only be $113. But let's see what the other companies say. 29, non-smoker. This one isn't as good. It's $1.62. That's $162. That's not much better than it was at my age. Let's try this company. Age 29. Non-smoker. Okay, hold on. $197. No. These companies, the best rate is...
Is that per month?
No, that's $113 per year.
All right, I love it.
Now, let me explain to you that. That's pure term insurance. That means that there's no cash values. This is not anything that's paying interest. This is actually protection. If you would become deceased, if you would check out, Daryl, you would get, or well, not you would receive, but your estate or your beneficiary would receive $100,000. And that cost you $113 a year. Now, that's a very good price. People don't realize. They think insurance is expensive, but up until about age 60, 65, it's not that expensive.
I'm on TV here now. Give my number. Get the card up off there.
Are you still with me?
Yes, I'm still with you. It says the company walked in.
Okay, I have a gentleman. Let me give you a number. If you would like someone to come out and see you for that type of insurance, let's see who we can round up for you. We've got Bill Barr out at Pinellas Place. Let me give you the number. You can call him if you want to set an appointment to talk to him. You can call me, but Bill's the agent I would refer you to. Okay, it's not possible for me to run the agency, do the TV show, and go see everybody, too. It's really kind of hard. The gentleman's name is Bill Barr, and he's at 541-5709. Now, he's down at our Pinellas Place Mart, but you call him, and he'll come see you at your house or wherever you would like. Okay?
Okay, Bill?
Bill Barr.
Bill Barr.
B-A-R-R. Why don't you dial 541-5709. It's the number up there on the screen.
Okay.
And if there's any reason you can't get him, you call me Monday at our central processing office, which is 443-4571. Okay? Thank you, Daryl.
Great deal.
Okay, bye-bye.
Thank you.
Insurance open line. Insurance open line. Lost that. Let's try again. Oops. Insurance open line. Hello?
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 Yes, I wanted to get a quote on some car insurance.
Car insurance, okay. What type of car insurance you looking for?
Liability and collision and comprehensive.
The whole 9 yards, okay. Now, I do not have the auto rates with me today. Starting in September 4th, we're going to have the rating right here on the air, and we have to put the computer over at the other studio, okay? So what I can do is I can give you a number to call Monday morning. Which mart is your mart, sir?
The one by the Levitt Center.
One by the Levitt Center. Okay, you can dial 535-0787 Monday morning and ask for Wayne Bullard. Okay?
Okay.
It's up there on the screen, the 535-0787 number. And for any reason Wayne's out or has an appointment or something, you call over at the Central Processing Office at 443-4571. Again, that number's on the screen. And you can ask for Michelle or Patty or goodness, any number of people. I would say Sandra. Any of these people would be happy to help you.
Okay.
Okay?
Well, thank you.
Thank you very much. One of the things we're going to do, ladies and gentlemen, is we are going to have the auto rates. It's just that the auto rating it's a little more complex, and it takes more time than just going down a sheet of paper on an age and a date times a number, times an amount of insurance because of the factors involved. And so therefore, we're having a computer installed in the studio, so hopefully first week in September. That's our goal. And we're going to be able to sit there all during the day and rate auto insurance for you live and save you money on Home Shopping Channel. Insurance Open Line.
Yes. I wonder what it would cost to have insurance, health insurance for an 8 or 9-year-old boy.
An 8 or 9-year-old boy.
Yeah, he's going to be in school this year. The school he went to doesn't carry health insurance this year.
Okay, hold on just a minute. As I said earlier in the show, Stuart usually rates this for me, but I do have one of the rates with me. And let's just see. You could do it. What type of deductible would you like to have? Let me just give you a quote with all the different deductibles, okay? This would be a major medical with $1 million worth of benefit, okay, in 1 year. And if you want a $100 deductible, and this is for ages 0 to 17. Okay, now this is he could be 8 or he can be 16, the same price. Male or female doesn't make any difference in this particular one. Don't wait a second, it does. We got male. Okay.
Male. He's male.
He's male. Okay, let's do the males first.
Okay.
It'd be $296 a year with a $100 deductible. It would be $239 a year with a $250 deductible. It would be $204 a year with a $500 deductible, and it would be $153 a year with a $1,000 deductible. Now that's $1 million major medical, and that's for a non-smoker under the age of 17. And believe it or not, the female rates are the female rates are exactly the same. Female rates are exactly the same for non-smoker. Now, we have other rates available, okay? We have about 40 health insurance companies. And like I said, if Stuart was here, he would be able to probably read you off 5 or 6 of them because he's much more adept at that than I am because he works with it every day. But if you give us a call, either one of our agents, well, which mart is your mart?
It's Pinellas.
Pinellas Place. If you, let me give you a number that I've given another gentleman, but Bill Barr is a licensed agent, and if you'd like to call him, Bill could quote you 5 or 6, okay? The number is 541-5709.
All right, thank you very much.
Okay, that's Bill Barr, 541-5709. Give him a minute or two and give him a ring, and he'll come out and see you if you would like.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Hey. Can you hear me? Put Stuart back on the air. You know, ladies and gentlemen, we have an important news bulletin here. Okay.
It seems that the reason I'm not there tonight, Bob, is we have a new addition to the Lake household.
You had a new child, Stuart?
Almost. It's a 4-legged child. It seems that Amber,
Amber Lake won a swim contest, I understand, or 2 of them today, ribbons, and you promised her a kitten.
And she has a cute little kitten called the Olympic Blue, I think. So.
Olympic Blue? Okay. Well, Stuart, we have missed you tonight, but I understand if you're out finding kitties, that is important business.
You know, Bob, that one person that called for that rate for a child, we normally, most of the companies will charge the age. They have 0 to 17.
That's what it was here in this rate manual.
And they would usually charge the age 18 as any child on an individual basis.
Oh, okay, that would be with the family.
Right.
Okay. Well, I'm sure if she'll call Bill Barr, Bill will give her all the fine details.
You bet.
Because we've got Bill and the other. So you have a new kitten, and let me express my congratulations to Amber Lake for winning the two blue ribbons.
You bet.
2 blue ribbons. And you named the kitten Olympic Blue?
Olympic Blue.
Well, Stuart, we miss you here at the studio, but I know you're doing important work.
All right.
Okay, thanks, buddy.
You.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
We'll keep going. Insurance Open Line.
Yeah.
Hi.
I'm interested in some of that term insurance.
Term insurance, okay.
Yeah, we were figuring around 50,000.
Around 50,000. Okay,
Yeah.
hold on just a second.
And
How old are you, sir?
47.
47?
Yeah, and I'm starting to stop smoking now.
You're
I have not stopped yet.
You have not stopped yet. Well, we're going to have to give you the smoker rate. Okay, I'm not trying to be difficult, but
Right, I understand.
417, 1,000. That would make it $417 a year with this company. Let's come over here and make sure I got 40.
Now, what would be the difference between smoking and not smoking?
Hold on, I'll show you in just a second. So you want to go up and we want to put you with, let me just double check over here, age 47. And you are a if you were a non-smoker.
I'm a smoker now.
Okay, if you were a non-smoker, it would be $332 if you wanted 50,000,
Yeah.
it would be 332 if you were a non-smoker per 1,000. So you take that times 50, and you're going to come up with about $165. Okay.
Right.
Now, and the other rate I quoted you was a little over $220.
Yeah.
Now, if you're a smoker, which you apparently still are at this moment,
Right.
it's $4.42 a 1,000, which is a little higher than the other company, which would put you up around $235, $40. Okay.
Now this is this the standard price for the rest of the, until you pass away?
No, this is annual renewable term. As you get older, the price goes up. Because what you're doing is, this is what's known as pure protection. You're paying just for the protection you have in the year that you have it. Okay? What I'm saying is, now you can buy level insurance. You can buy paid-up insurance. You can buy level premium insurance where you only pay the same amount all the time.
Yeah, well, that's what.
Or you can buy paid-up insurance. Once you get up around, what you say, you're 47?
Yeah.
You have to get in a situation where you kind of have to decide and sit down with the agent and say, okay, do I want to buy level premium term or level premium insurance? And I kind of think not, only because what you do is you're paying in advance for coverage you don't have yet. And if you would be become deceased early, you didn't make a good deal. I'd rather pay for what I get as I age and as I receive the benefit, okay? It's like me saying, well, why don't I just average out your gas bill for the next 5 years and anticipate 20% inflation? And, I mean, that doesn't sound like a good idea when you need the money now, because they're taking your money in advance. And which I don't like that about level insurance, level premium insurance, and for life insurance.
And who should I see over at, I'm on 66 as well.
Okay, why don't you, we have Bill Barr. Bill is over at manning the phones at 541-5709. If you'll give him a few minutes, call him in about 5 minutes, he'll be able to help you. And 541-5709. It's right on your screen.
5709.
And the other thing you want to remember is that if for any reason, either tonight or any time anyone calls or stops by the mart and they're unable to contact an agent, if one happens to be out, you can always call us over at the Central Processing Office, which is 443-4571.
Yeah.
And either Stewart or myself will make sure an agent comes out and see you within 24 hours. That's our guarantee. Within 24 hours, we'll get you an agent out there. And that's what our goal is. That way, right when you have the need, we'll put an agent in front of you who can explain the policy and
we
forms
had a
to
little
you.
problem with car insurance we were trying to deal through y'all.
We have a situation where we're trying to rectify that. What happens is the guys get busy and go out and come back and go out. It's a little complex. But if you have any problem, you give me a call on Monday and we'll do everything we can to straighten it out.
Okay, thank you. Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Insurance Open Line.
Yes, I want to know about individual dental insurance.
To my knowledge, we don't have any right now. We have group insurance for dental, like you can buy for the group if you've got 10 or 15 people. They call it smile insurance. If you can imagine that, it's called smile insurance.
Only when you leave the dentist's office do you smile.
Yes, ma'am, after you've paid the bill. Before you paid the bill, maybe. But I'd heard, about a year ago, there was a lady that came in my office and said there was a plan available where they had doctors. It wasn't actually insurance. The doctors, you paid so much per month.
I've heard of that, but you don't get your pick of the doctor.
Yeah, no, you have to go to their doctors. That's true.
True.
And there was a company out of Fort Lauderdale, I believe. I believe it was a company out of Fort Lauderdale. But I personally, at this moment, unless maybe Stuart's out there, I'm sure he's still listening, if he can think of somebody, to my knowledge, we don't have anybody for that. And I get requests for that, but the insurance company just isn't in it. And I'll tell you why most companies are not in that. Because only the people that need the dental work done are the people that are buying it. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If a person, it's like pregnancy insurance. On individual health policies, the only kind of people who add it on as a rider tend to be the people who are anticipating becoming pregnant. And so therefore it's adverse selection. And therefore it's very hard to rate it and get a stable premium so they can give you the coverage and still make a profit.
I see.
Okay?
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Not very often someone calls in and we don't have that kind of insurance, but it happens. It really does. Insurance Open Line. Hello?
Hello.
Hi.
Hey, I got a tough one for you.
Okay.
Age 67 next Friday.
Age 60, happy birthday.
67.
Okay.
Thank you.
Age 67.
Yeah.
Okay. That's not. Are you a smoker or non-smoker?
Non-smoker, non-drinker.
Okay. We won't hold the non-drinking against you.
Yeah. Well, I'm thinking of the celibacy for the priesthood.
I was going to say, you're giving up everything. Goodness sakes. Non-smoker, I got one right here of $20.42 per thousand. Hold on, let's give it a couple look-sees here. Here's another one. $22.87.
All right.
1,000. Don't forget that company. Let's go on down the line here. Second page with North American, 67. Well, here we go. We just did a little, well, wait a second. Drop down again here. $29.10. Okay, the best rate is going to be the first one, $20.42 per thousand. So if you bought 100,000, it's going to cost you $2,000 a year. If you buy 10,000, it's going to cost you a little over $200 a year.
All right, now let me ask you this.
Okay?
Is it decreasing term? If you retain the same premium, does the policy decrease?
If you pay the same premium, does the policy decrease? No, this happens to be annual renewable term. As you get older, the premium, I mean the face amount of the policy, the $10,000 or $100,000 you would purchase remains the same. Okay? However, the price goes up every year.
Yes, I realize that, but does the price go up every year or every 3 years or 5
No, this
years?
one goes up every year.
Every year?
Every year. Every time you get your renewal policy, the price will go up. But they tell you how much in advance. Okay, so you can make the decision. If I was you, though, and what I would do is I would say to myself, you know, term insurance after about the age of 50, 55 is not the best buy. I believe in it for younger people, okay? And you know, like if you're in your 25 or 30 or 35 maybe, it's still a good buy. But if you're trying to, in a situation, you might consider universal life where you can put in a certain amount of money and your interest can draw money, you know, like, I mean, your money can draw interest at 11.75, as high as that possibly, and then you can buy paid-up insurance. So when the premium gets too high to pay for the life insurance, you got enough built in a side fund to pay it up to age 70, age 80, age 90, whatever. It depends on how much you put in and how much paid-up insurance you want. But that way, you always have an amount of insurance guaranteed, regardless of how old you are. And so the premium doesn't keep doubling and going up all the time. Once you get up around 75 or 80, those premiums get extremely prohibitive because the average male only lives to be 72, according to the insurance companies.
So I got 5 years yet.
Well, if you're average, if you're not drinking or not smoking, chances are you'll do better than that.
Yeah, you're talking about the tables of mortality now.
Yeah, they're called mortality tables. As a matter of fact, I got them right here.
I'm familiar with them.
Okay, these are the mortality tables. They'll tell you how many people at different ages are still alive. The number of deaths per thousand. Hold on a second. I'll tell you what yours is because I got the mortality table right here.
All right.
Let's see. You're age 67?
I will be Friday.
Okay. I got to remember that. You keep telling me.
Tell me I am.
Okay. Out of the number living, out of 6,234,976 people, there are going to be at age 67, 248,306 of those people to die. Okay. Now this says here, on these are the new mortality tables. Okay. They're saying you got a chance to live up to 78, which is good, which is much better. But they are going to have 36% of the people, okay, 36.36 people are going to die out of every 1,000 of the population. So every 1,000 people at the age of 67, 36 of those people are going to die. And when you get up and you start going, you know, it just starts getting much higher.
Yeah.
You know, there's no question of that. But yes, you can buy insurance, but if you would like to really sit down and discuss it, because in a situation where you're in a borderline area, if you were under 35 or under 40 or under 45, I'd say, hey, buy term insurance, no problem, forget whole life, universal life, all that, unless you're trying to, you know, get some interest-free money on universal life.
All right, let me ask you this.
Go ahead.
Universal life, is it payable monthly? Can you pay it monthly? Or
Sure.
Do you...
Any life insurance policy I know is payable, and life insurance is payable monthly.
Yeah, well, I just applied for an insurance policy here not so long ago, and I passed the physical for $25,000, and they won't let me pay it monthly, though. They want me to sign over my checking account, and I will not do that.
Well, let me tell you what they do, okay? It's called automatic
I know what it is.
check withdrawal. What they're doing is they'll say you can pay it monthly if they have automatic withdrawal. The problem is, if they don't have automatic withdrawal, they found there's a tremendous lapse rate. Okay, so they've got more money tied up in processing the policy, having the physical taken, and getting all the forms together than they can make because people forget to pay it monthly. So if you automatic check withdraw it, they have, a much higher persistency rate. Okay?
Yeah.
Now, you can go quarterly if you want to pay with just by check, or you can go semi-annual if you want to pay just by check.
All right, now let's talk about this universal life for a second.
Sure.
Mention. What is the premium rate on that?
Well, I don't have.
Oh, all right.
Again, I've got 3 rates in front of me, and plus I've got homeowners and some health insurance rates.
I'll have to stop in and talk to you.
What I'd like you to do, wait a second, let me see if I can make it even quicker than that for you.
Well, I know Wayne Bullard.
You know Wayne?
Yeah.
Okay, well, what you want to do is get in touch with Wayne and have Wayne talk to you about the universal life concept because it pays a...
You think that's the best?
If you're 67 years old, I think it's the very best.
Yeah.
I really do. That is 10 years of what I know, and plus we've had 4 or 5 different seminars on the subject. But Wayne can explain it to you and get you some proposals, and you can come over and maybe you and Wayne can talk to Stuart, whatever you would like. But Stuart really is very knowledgeable on it.
Yeah, that's Universal Life now, right?
Universal Life. That's what you want to look for. Okay? Thanks for calling.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Ladies and gentlemen, we have got all kinds of lines lighted, and if you'll stay tuned, I will come back to you and go right to the phone calls. No more talking. We'll just Sam right down the phone call line here. But I've got to take a break because it says if it's 6 o'clock, we go to commercials. And as they always say, we'll be right back.
Tackle Shop is just that. Here you'll find brand names like Penn, Daiwa, Mitchell & Starr. Bait tackle, rods and reels, knives, nets, custom-made rods and accessories for both fresh and saltwater fishing. Professional rod and reel repair with over 6,000 parts in stock. One of the largest repair centers on the Sun Coast. Convenient hours too, Monday through Friday 8 to 5 and Saturday 8 to 4. Whatever your fishing needs, Tom's Tackle Shop meets the demand. Tom's Tackle Shop, 1625 North Fort Harrison on alternate 19.
Shoppers at the Bulk Food Warehouse are like kids in a candy store. Shopping is fun at the Bulk Food Warehouse because you just shop for what you need and take only the amount you need. Scoop a pinch or a pound and pocket the savings. Save on spices, flours, candy, cookies, nut and fruit mixes, pastas, everything for the kitchen. Ketchups, jellies, coffees, peanut butter, mustard, and more at great savings. Take only as much as you want of what you want. The Bulk Food Warehouse in Seminole, in front of Seminole Lanes, 8668 Park Boulevard.
Including new front brake pads, rear brake shoes, plus front rotors and rear brake drums turned, front wheel bearing repacking, and master cylinder, brake line, and wheel cylinder leak check, plus a safety road test, all for just $88.88. A big savings from the regular price of $119.95. This offer won't last long, so bring your car in now to G&R Auto Mart in the Levitz Plaza, or call for an appointment at 530-9902. G&R is backed by the Home Shopping Channel. For breakfast, lunch, dinner, or a between-meal snack, why not try a delicious New York-style bagel? Baked fresh daily at the Bagel Mart. Here you'll find regular, plain, poppy, sesame, onion, garlic, cinnamon raisin, pumpernickel, egg and salt, and Bialys bagels. Dress them up with lox and cream cheese, peanut butter and jelly, or anything that you'd use in any sandwich. Or eat them plain to savor the rich, homemade, high-quality bagel from the Bagel Mart. 810 West Bay Drive in Largo, across the street from the Southeast Bank. Open Monday through Saturday 7 to 6 and Sunday 7 till 2.
The fun place, that's what lots of people call Scandals. It is fun to shop at Scandals. There's always so much to see that's new. There are always so many beautiful bargains and always better values in everything from women's sportswear to elegant collectibles. This week's specials include a Capitamonte basket with 11 roses, $137.75. Compare it, $236.99. Leather Checkmate wallets, just $22.25. All Brenner sundresses are reduced 20% from our regular low price. Come on into Scandals in the Cypress Point Shopping Center, where shopping really is a pleasure.
Fine dining, a pleasurable experience for all your senses. Experience a host of versatile, enjoyable dining adventures without being extravagant. Purchase the Home Shopping Channel's Fine Dining Gift Certificate book. You'll find values on 36 dining restaurants from Tarpon Springs to the Pinellas Gulf Beach areas, offering choice seafood specialties to delicious steaks. Save money. Buy one lunch or dinner entree and get the second lunch or dinner entree complimentary. You'll enjoy over $400 worth of savings. The Home Shopping Channel's Fine Dining Gift Certificate book retails at $19.95, but your club price is only $10. All gift certificates are valid July 1st through December 31st, 1984. One per household only. Stay tuned to the Home Shopping Channel for more information about this new and exciting program. And bon appetit.
and afford, it's the Insurance Open Line, brought to you in cooperation with Home Shopping Insurance, a full-service insurance agency for health, life, home, and auto. That's located in the Home Shopping Mart or call 535-0787. Now here's your Home Shopping Insurance host.
Oh, hi. We're back. I was talking to some people. We've got we have 300 lines that come in here. It's amazing the number of lines we have at Home Shopping Channel now, and it's quite exciting to have all these people. But so I was talking to some of the people on the break. So what I'll do is, let's do a couple of things here. Let's put this back over because we were rating so many people. We have a fresh sheet. And for those of you that just joined us, I want to mention a couple of things. Number one, that you're watching Insurance Open Line. And Insurance Open Line hopes to answer your questions about insurance and try and get you to buy some insurance from the nice people at Home Shopping Insurance who sponsor the show. Also, Christina asked me to remind everybody that Uncle Fudd was at a Tampa gift show and he was able to purchase an entire display of Casatis in wholesale, some other items wholesale. No, Capodimonte, I'm sorry, Capodimonte, and some other items wholesale. And he will you will have the opportunity tonight on the Elegant Show to buy these valuable collector's items at less than wholesale. Right here on your Home Shopping Channel, The Elegant Show. And so you stay tuned for Christina at 6:30 because she is going to have some super bargains for you. Okay, let's march down the line. Young gentleman on line one. Insurance Open Line.
Yes, sir. I was wondering about business insurance, about a tree service for one person.
Okay. If you're in a tree service, what we're going to do is we need to rate it for you based on your annual receipts, how much tree service work you do. You need what is known as comprehensive general liability, bodily injury and property damage in case the tree limbs you would cut or the tree would fall on somebody or something. Now, what you would want to do is let me give you the central processing office number, okay?
Okay, thank you.
It's 443
443
4571.
4571.
And on Monday morning, because the commercial people do not work on Saturday night or Sunday, if you would please call either Kathleen or Karen. They will help you.
Kathleen, Karen?
Kathleen or Karen. Either one of the girls, whichever one is available.
Okay.
Okay, and you tell them you called me on the show and that I advised them to give you all the help possible, okay?
Okay, thank you
All right,
much.
thank you for calling. Bye-bye. Insurance Open Line.
Yes, I was wanting to inquire about auto insurance for two, husband and wife, and two boys, teenagers. We have 2 trucks and 2 cars.
2 trucks and 2 cars. Boy, let me tell you, that sounds like a real group of them, huh? How are the driving records in that family?
Okay, we have 1 driving ticket for running a red light.
Mm-hmm.
And that's on one of the teenagers, and the other one, I have a driving ticket for
You
going
have one, huh? Well, that doesn't sound too bad.
Other than that...
You're in good shape, huh?
Yeah.
How old are they? Are they boys or girls, the youngsters?
They're both boys, 17 and 19.
Oh, boy. That's quite a bit to go. Let me say this to you, if I would. I do not rate auto insurance on the air because it's a little complex, and we're going to have our computer in here in September, hopefully the first week in September, and I will rate it right live on the air. It hasn't been installed, has not been installed in the other studio.
Well, let me tell you this.
Okay.
So far, we've just got 2 of us and the 1 older boy that's 19 on our policy now, and I keep telling my husband, surely to God, there's somewhere we can get something cheaper, because we're paying $1,000 a year just for the 3 of us now.
That's not that's not unusual. I'm not saying I can't beat that price, but because of young drivers, okay, it's very, very expensive. The thing that concerns me that's important, that means more to me than the premium, is that if that child is over 18, the boy that's 19.
The boy is 19, and we have 1 that's 17.
Okay, the one that's 19, you either ought to give him his own policy, okay, so that you're not liable for everything he does, and title a car to him, because he who holds title is responsible. You are responsible for everything he does, or everything his friends do if he loans him the car, as long as that car is titled to you. And any claims over policy limits you have to pay. So my suggestion is you either get him a separate policy, or you raise the limits to a minimum of $300,000 on the policy that he is left on. Okay, and I'm just kind of remember that. And what I'd like you to do is, which mart is your mart?
St. Pete.
Pinellas Place?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Why don't you call Bob Storms Monday morning? Let me give you that number.
Okay.
It's 541-5709. You tell him your story, and it's better if you go down and talk to him, when you go in there, because then he can really sit down and size it up. But you can call him first if you'd like and set a time to see him. But Bob will try and help you best he can. But there's a lot of things to consider when you have young drivers, and especially if they're over 18 and are driving your cars that are titled to you.
Well, each one, both their cars are in their names.
Well, okay, you said another thing that's interesting. Okay, let me interrupt you again.
Okay.
If you have the child that's 19 in a car titled to him, and he's on your policy,
yes,
you have no coverage, ma'am. Absolutely none. The company will deny the claim.
Are you kidding me?
I'm not in the business of kidding people.
They didn't even tell us that.
They probably don't know who it's titled to, or maybe, I don't want to, say why they didn't tell you, but let me tell you something. If that car is titled, let's say his name is Johnny. The car is titled to Johnny, and it is on your husband's and your policy.
Right.
And he is not a named insured, like it's just Johnny, if it's Mary Smith and Bill Smith, okay, are the named insureds, and he's listed as an additional driver, and his car is listed on there, but he is not a named insured, which I'm 99.9% sure he is not, there is no coverage. You cannot insure things you do not own. The fact that you are related is of no consequence. If he goes out and has a claim tonight, the agent may not know it, and believe me, there's a lot that don't, but the company will deny that claim.
Oh, my God.
So that has to be rectified 9 a.m. Monday morning. I would park that car.
Yes. Yes, definitely.
The car that he can drive your car with your permission, but the car that's titled to him that he's driving has no coverage.
Oh, my.
And that is a fact. And anyone doesn't understand that, including your agent, you tell him to call me at 443-4571.
Oh, boy.
It's a common mistake. It really is.
Okay, we'll call.
Okay. Well, we got something out anyway, but you give Bob Storms a call Monday morning, too.
I sure will.
But call your other agent first to get your son covered.
Okay.
Thanks, hon.
a lot.
Bye-bye. Insurance open line. Oh. Hello? Hello?
Hi.
Hi.
No, the doctor did cut me off, but my husband took me. First I've been out. I've been in the hospital in May, and first I've been out, and I thought, oh, my God, I don't think I'll ever make it out of the wheelchair.
This was the story. For those of you, I was talking to this lady during the break.
What, dear?
I was talking to, you're back on live now. I was talking to everybody on the break. I was talking to this lady on the break, and she was talking about Gold Plus. And she was saying that you'd had an adverse reaction from your doctor when you wanted to change to Gold Plus, because he felt that wasn't the proper thing to do. But have you been happy with Gold Plus?
I beg your pardon?
Have you been happy with Gold Plus?
Oh, I loved it. Do you know that the doctor on duty wrote me my prescription? See, I'm allergic to all antibiotics, and he wrote me a prescription for Darvocet. Now, we will pay for it this time, but he did it as a favor because he knew I have a very severe kidney infection. I'm a brittle diabetic, and he knew because my husband told him. And the nurse was so darling. She said, I've never heard of anything so unethical in my life.
What happened was, let me explain this to the viewers because they get into the middle of this, and then what happened was the lady changed from her private doctor to Gold Plus.
I can't hear, dear.
That's okay. Everybody else can hear me. The lady changed from Gold Plus to her, from a private doctor to Gold Plus, and the doctor became very upset and said a lot of rude things to the lady and said that he, wouldn't help her, and that it was the wrong thing to do and all this sort of thing, because a lot of people in the medical community resent the fact that this government-sponsored alternative to Medicare is being made available to the citizens of Florida. But I want to tell you something. You did the right thing by changing, and I appreciate very much you calling, because it's people like you who help make Gold Plus a big, big
really
success.
I've been so ill, and so much. My husband's not disabled too, and so much of our little bit of money and savings are going down the tube.
Well, Gold Plus will help you save some of that money.
Oh, I know, and I was so thankful that they had, but I couldn't imagine this man that had been a doctor to me for 4 years would...
You'll be surprised what money will do to something.
Especially when you're so ill.
So, I understand. I think it's appalling, too. But I appreciate you calling.
Well, I just wanted you to know that my first appointment isn't until the 4th of September, but they took care of me.
Well, no. Well, that's the kind of work we try to do for everyone at the Home Shopping
Because they're
Center.
decent, honest people.
Well, we really like to think that, and we appreciate everybody that calls in and verifies the fact.
Well, I think they're just great.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for calling.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Insurance open line. Hello? Call back. There we go. Insurance open line.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, on this here, you can't insure a car unless you own it. What happens when you lease a car?
Yeah, that's an interesting subject, but I have an answer for you. Hold on just a moment. Now, if you lease a car in excess of 6 months,
Right.
it is treated the same as an owned vehicle. If it is a short-term lease, I think I brought it on the air with me because I was going to talk about it because I had a man call me, had an insured that had a problem that was very interesting to me. Let me just hold on just a moment and I'll answer your question. I'll try to see if I had the actual form here. Oh, one more minute. What do we do with it, Bobby? If you now go to a rental car place, it's considered a substitute vehicle, and it's covered under I found it. Excuse me for going off camera for a minute. Here we go. Special report on short-term auto rentals. Now, is your question, is it a long-term rental or a short-term rental? Or lease?
Long-term rental.
Long-term rentals,
Right.
long-term lease. If it's in excess of 6 months, you can insure it just like you would an owned vehicle.
Oh,
Okay, now that's the only exception to that rule, that you don't own it, you can't insure it.
Say
But-
you're having your car fixed, and
Oh.
they rent you a car.
Okay?
Does your insurance company cover that car?
Yes, sir, because it is then a substitute vehicle.
Oh, I see.
You understand, like if the company has insured a 1982 Buick, all right, and they've charged you a premium to be driving around in that car, what happens is that when your car is in the shop, your premium is still, you're being charged on a daily basis for that premium, even though you may only pay it every 6 months. It's based on a daily exposure. So you put your car in the shop, park it, you get out the new car, and it's covered just like your own vehicle.
Oh, thank you very much. Appreciate that.
Okay?
Take care now.
Okay, bye-bye. If I get a second, I'll go back and talk about this short-term auto situation, because a lot of people don't understand it, and I had an interesting experience because I was trying for one of our insureds who was having a problem to rent a car for her, and then when I called the rental company, and I wouldn't buy their collision coverage. They got very rude and said they wouldn't rent it to me unless I bought it, unless I bought this collision coverage. I said, well, I have it under my own vehicle, and it's by Florida law that, it's covered, and I offered to give the guy this report and explain it all to him, and he said, nope, he wouldn't do it unless I gave him $750 damage deposit, and it'll be interesting to see. We may get back to that gentleman yet. Insurance open line. Hello?
Yeah, I got a question to ask.
Okay.
My husband had a heart attack. He's 51 and a smoker. What would the life insurance rate be on 100,000?
On 100,000. Well, what I'll do is, now the rate I'm going to give you, okay, now the rate I'm going to give you is based on the standard rate. Now this is not a surcharged or tabled rate as it's known. What I will do is give you this rate. Now, I don't know, based on the severity of his heart attack, he may qualify for standard rates, or he may have to be, as they say, rated up a number of tables. But let me...
They took him off of his blood pressure pills, and...
Sounds like he's doing a lot better.
He is.
Okay, well, let's go ahead and rate him at 100,000 standard. And again, this was if he would qualify medically, if the company agreed. Now, it doesn't mean he can't get insurance, just that they might increase the premium a little bit.
Yeah.
You said he's a non-smoker?
Smoker.
He's a smoker, and he's how old?
51.
Let me write that down here. 51. Okay. For 100,000, it would be 761. Ooh, excuse me. Be $761 a year with this one company. Well, I think we can do better than that. Hold on. We just moved everything around here for a minute. I was looking for the other health insurance rates. Here we go. Got another rate here for you. Hold tight. 51 and a smoker. Here's one, okay, for $601. That's better. $601 a year. That's for 100,000. Okay?
Yeah.
There's one more rate. Hold on. Don't leave me yet. 601 is the best rate so far. Here's a little better. I think we got it. Okay, $581 a year. Okay?
Yeah.
$581 a year. Now, that's if he's accepted medically as standard. Now, if for some reason they wanted to charge you a little more, they would, they might charge you $100 more, $25. I mean, it depends on the situation. But he could possibly, come right on through. How long ago was the heartache? Well, was the heart attack? Sorry.
In 1978.
Sounds like it probably would be all right if he hasn't had any problem in the last 5 years. Sounds like he would probably be okay, because 5 years is usually the break-off point for any type of illness if it hasn't been reoccurring.
Last time it was checked, Dr. Dawson said his heart was as strong as a 16-year-old boy's now.
Well, it sounds like he might be in good shape. I can give you a number to call if you would like to talk to one of our agents. And again, anytime you call me on the show or call us over at the Central Processing Office, Stuart or I, and we'll get you an agent in 24 hours. That's our guarantee. Whether, you know, if you got a life and health problem, we'll give it to you. Let me give you this number here, if I may. And if you'd like to call Bill Barr, he's there right now. And that number is 541-5709.
Okay.
Okay? Thank you very much.
you.
Bye-bye. I think one of the things that is probably, hopefully obvious to everybody, is that we have, and I just rated 3 companies. You know, obviously you can't bring everything here in the studio, but we've got 25 life insurance companies. And you notice the difference in the rates? You notice the difference in the rates? And these are the new current rates. Imagine if your policy is over 3 years old and you didn't buy a competitive company to begin with. You could be paying an awful lot of money, and you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. One of the things that I found very interesting this week was that short little speech I talked about on rental automobiles. They come in and they like you to pay for, they like you to buy that collision damage coverage when you go into Avis or Hertz or Alamo or Rent-A-Wreck, whatever they might be. You know, if you have a auto policy in force, and if you carry collision coverage on that auto policy, they will give you, you know, your auto insurance company will pay up to $1,000 for any car you damage, including the one you rent. And most of the collision waivers and comprehensive waivers are only for $500. The cost on those waivers are run around $6 to $7 a day. It was $5.85 on the one that I talked to on Thursday. And he wouldn't rent it to me. He wouldn't rent it to me unless I gave him a $750 deductible, even though I assured him we had the coverage through our auto policy. But like I said, I was busy that day, and I wasn't on a crusade, but I may get back to him yet. I wrote his name down. Insurance Open Line.
Yes, hello.
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 Okay.
You talking
yes,
about Cox?
I'd like to ask you a question. On the, my husband's been in the hospital 3 times this year. However, it's been through the veterans, you know. But we do keep a regular insurance because in case he wouldn't get in, we would need some form of hospitalization.
Yes, ma'am.
Although we're paying $324 a month.
Whew,
yes,
a month?
It's eating us up. And we need to find something more practical.
You know what? Without even, regardless of what his illness is, okay, and I don't know what it is, if he could be insured in the standard market, and that's something that we'd have to take the application and review and find out how much it would be. We know we can insure him because we have the Florida Comprehensive State Plan. But whatever he would choose, and we would research it for him, he needs to go to like $1,000 deductible or something to make it affordable.
Catastrophic.
Yeah, because what you're concerned about is paying out the $500,000 or the $1 million. The $1,000, and let me share this with all the viewers, and that is, you can pay out the hospital, the doctor, $10 a month. As long as you do it every month and show the intent to pay, they're not going to be upset with you at all. But this, you know, why pay for that first $1,000? Get a $1,000 deductible.
That's it.
It makes a lot of sense. Let me give you a number. Which mart is your mart?
The Pinellas Place.
Okay. I have a gentleman. Give him another gentleman you can call. His name, same gentleman, Bill Barr. And his number is 541.
Just a minute. Hold on. Always, you know, pencils, plenty of them when you look for one.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
541.
It's 541.
Yeah.
57. 09.
09.
And if for some reason that you don't catch Bill, because he stays there till 6:30, you call Stuart Lake, over at our office on Cap Drive at 443-45-71, and we'll have an agent to you in 24 hours, and that's a guarantee.
I wanted to ask you on that insurance. I was just listening to the end of it about the car insurance.
Yes, ma'am.
And as long as you have a policy with collision, and you rent a car, you don't have to take their insurance. No way.
That's right, because it'll cover up to $1,000. I have these reports at the office. Anybody stops by, you know what you're going to have to do, though. Okay, let me tell you something. It's like when I was trying to rent this car the other day for one of our insureds who'd had a problem and a claim, and I was doing a little background work for her. They said, Bob, we won't rent it to you unless you give us a $750 deductible because we don't believe you. If you come by the office first, and some of our club members have done it, I'll make a copy of this report for you from the Florida Association of Independent Agents titled A Special Report on Short-Term Auto Rentals. And if they won't rent it to you, then we can talk to the president of that company who doesn't do it. But if you hand them this, usually they then understand it. Okay?
Yeah, because every time you go to a rental, I've been this through with kids in college and everything when they've gotten in wrecks. They insist that you can't have a car unless you take their insurance, and boy, does the price add up.
It sure does.
Oh my gosh! By the time you pay for the rental and the insurance, deliver me.
It was an extra $30 or $40 for the week, and then I called 3 places on Thursday. So if anyone's going,
feel as if you had to. Excuse me. They made you feel as if you didn't do it, and this happened, you would lose everything practically. That's the way they put such a case on you, you know.
They put the fear of God in you. That's that's what it's called. It's called you just can't sell. You're not supposed to sell based on fear. Okay, it's like all good things, you sell on base of need. But here's the report, and we keep it in the office for the club members.
Good.
So if anybody needs it, you all come on by.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
I appreciate that.
Bye bye. Well, to all the people who are on the line, I wish I could talk to you, but I really can't. Because we have Christina coming. Christina's here with the Elegant Show. So she is going to be here with, I read this, Christina. You want to tell me again before I go off the air so I can tell everybody else?
Sure. Bud went to the Tampa Bay gift show.
Okay.
And he bought a display, a New York distributor,
okay.
A local distributor for Florida. He came from New York with all of his beautiful things, and we were able to buy all of the display, because he didn't want to go back to New York with them.
Okay, because he'd have to ship them back there, and that'd cost him extra money.
Right.
Okay.
So we bought everything well below wholesale, and we're going to sell everything below wholesale.
But there's only, some cases, there's only one item. All cases, there's only one item.
Right.
So whatever you see tonight from this particular show that Christina's going to show you, there's only going to be one. So if you want it, you better call right in.
The newest pieces, and they're all the newest pieces from the line.
From the